Okay, we had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
Hey, they've done something right back in the shop. Okay, so after the disappointment with Silverstone, let's put that behind us now. Let's go to the German Grand Prix. Look at that, we got some engine power for the German Grand Prix. Now, it's not going to rain, so at least Vettel won't spin out. So there we are. Well, we're not quite the fifth worst team on the grid. Looks like Mercedes and Aston Martin brought some stuff. There's our contract. We have to select a new rival. I think I know who I want to select.
Performing well against your rival can earn you respect and better terms when it comes to our contract reviews.
Oh dear. Let's select the Canadian yuppie. See what he does for us now. So that's why we're not because we still got this aero to come in to make us better than Mercedes. But you can see there we got our engine power. Got both of the engine components. Good to know. So we've got, look at that, Ferrari have the worst engine on the grid. And they're second worst in aero. There's our aero upgrade. So we're fourth best aero behind McLaren, Sauber and Williams. But this upgrade that we're looking at here, that we got coming for Hungary, that'll put us near enough Sauber and Williams. So we might be the best aero package. And we haven't really done everything. The chassis all ultimate upgrades now. They're going to take too long to come in. So we're not going to feel the benefit of them. Would have liked to have got one for Singapore, but we didn't. Okie dokie. There's everything there. All looks good. So after 15th in Silverstone, let's have a look at the updated standings. We're still top by 61 points over Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, Lance Stroll, the dickhead, and Sergei Sorokin round out your top 10. You can see that my man Pierre, he's got plenty of points and still scoring the goose egg. Grosjean, Sainz and Nico Hülkenberg. So we're off to go get practiced and then qualified. We'll see you for the race. It's going to be a good race, folks. I have that feeling.
There's nowhere at all I'd rather be today than here at Hockenheim for the German Grand Prix. We have an incredibly competitive field this year, which means we should be in for a treat. And judging by the sea of people filling the grandstands, there's a fair-sized chunk of Germany that agrees with me. We're racing in the Rhine Valley this weekend at the home of many of the sport's finest competitors. The 2.8-mile Hockenheimring requires precision through the technical stadium section and great raw speed down the long, flat-out curve towards the popular overtaking zone at the Turn 6 hairpin. Watch out for a lot of wheel-to-wheel action there today. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to ask you about Fernando Alonso. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Sergio Perez on pole position today, and it's Fernando Alonso in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Stroll, Poole, Marcus Ericsson and Ocon, Ricciardo, Sirotkin, Gasly and Nico Hülkenberg. Leclerc, they've taken a grid penalty. Verstappen, Carlos Sainz and Bottas, Raikkonen, Van Dorn, Lewis Hamilton and Roman Grosjean. Magnussen and Sebastian Vettel starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, we qualified higher than we were anticipating. Let's see if we can do just as well in the race.
We did qualify higher than we anticipated. P4! Overall we're very happy about that qualifying effort. So it's going to be a one-stop today. A few laps on the ultra soft and then onto the soft tyre for the end of the race. And the pace is going to be pretty quick. So I think without further ado we should get into this. I've got high hopes of a good finish around this circuit. So yeah, let's do this and get it done. So let's get settled in, folks. Settled in for the German Grand Prix. Oh, the anticipation. 5 minute lights are out and we're lights out and away we go. And it was a pretty decent start for everyone that wasn't the fucking Toro Rosso. Because we just had an absolute shocker of a start. We dropped down to P5 behind, that looks like Charles Leclerc. You can't tell. 3 wide in front of us. Oh, we give Lance Stroll the old nut up the rear end. And we're back into P4, practically side by side with, who is that? Is that Ocon or is that Perez? I can't tell from this vantage point. Because their pink cars are all the same. And look at that. Oh, good. That's very deep. That's very deep. And look at how we're banging wheels with Lance Stroll again. It's Silverstone last weekend all over again. But we've got into P2. We're thinking about a move into P1, but he'll just stay ahead. Will that lucky Canadian? And he is very lucky to be there still. We've got Fernando Alonso up our chuff as we go into the stadium section for the first time of 17 laps. 17 laps around this redesigned Hockenheimring, which quite frankly has got more personality. Well, no, actually, it's got less personality than Gemma Collins trying to fall through a stage, i.e. none. As we go back, who we got? Carlos Sainz. He's going to have Valtteri Bottas for company here. This is P13, and that is candy from a baby for the Mercedes driver, because that Renault just doesn't have a thing. It has literally zero, nothing, nada, a goose egg in terms of power, and in fact it has such bad power. That Ferrari, which has less power, is right behind him. So what can you do there? That's Raikkonen up into P14s. We go to the Haas's. The Haas's are fighting! What the fuck? That's nuts! That is crap. Form a line, people! Sort it out! We're trying to tell you about Grosjean and Magnussen by P17, and you guys are all... Bleh. Jesus Christ, that's Vettel right at the very back. Vettel in his home Grand Prix is right at the back of the backfield. What an absolute bunch of... Bleh. That's all you can say to that. Now, Lance Stroll's got away a bit. We need to change that, and this is going to have to be bittersweet because look, we owe Lance Stroll for what he did at Silverstone, and we better get revenge. If we don't get revenge, we will kick his rear end after this race. As we come start
okay, entering lap 3 now. Race. DRS has been enabled.
Through turn 1. Now into turn number 2. Well, no, actually, this is turn... No, this is turn 2. The Parabolica. And then turn 3 onto this long, sweeping corner as we go. Look at some of these views you're going to get here for the German directors. I think we have DRS on Stroll as well. We're catching. We've outbraked ourselves. What on earth have we done there? We might be susceptible to Alonso cut right across his nose. You ain't coming past without a passport there. As we go back to some action from earlier, this is going to be Lewis Hamilton passing Max Verstappen for P12, and that's candy from baby from Mercedes driver on well, look at that, that's getting a bit punchy. Is that Van Dorn? There's Van Dorn. Why not go around the outside, Stoffel? There you go. That's Stoffel into P13. Might get worse for Verstappen in a second. Look at this train he's got coming. That's Sainz, is that it? Yeah, that's Sainz. I think they're 3 wide, Sainz and Raikkonen. Oh, I think there might be a bit of contact with Raikkonen and Verstappen. But no. That's Sainz up in P15. And that's someone trying to come in now. We got a message from our guy, Jeff. Coming a lap early. Let's get an undercut on Stroll. So here we are. Pit stop already. Lap 3. From the ultra soft to the softs. The ultra softs didn't last long at all. Look at that. That is a sweet stop for the boys. And then they keep their poses afterwards. They're anticipation. They're on tenthooks. So that's us back out into the race, and we're up. Well, actually, we're last. There you go, we're last. And in fact, we're so much last, we're actually going to see a replay of that pit stop. So let's have a look at that pit stop again, folks. So what happened here was, yeah, we we put the wheels on. I think we must have gone back and we forgot the wheels or something. What on earth? Dear me. Have a word with yourself there, Mr. German director. I think you enjoyed that pit stop a bit too much. Now this happened while we were in the pits. Thank you. We're back. Normal service has been resumed. This is P14 now. Raikkonen easily passed Verstappen. That forcing. Oh, look at that up ahead. I think that was Bottas and Leclerc having a fight. This is getting very tasty here. We're gonna have that's a Haas going past Verstappen. That's Magnussen. Is that Magnussen? It may be Magnussen. I think Grosjean's also going to come past as well. We're all over the shop here with the cameras. The German director cannot decide where he wants to go. So that's Magnussen up Hamilton. What's Hamilton doing that far back? I haven't a clue. In fact, where has Hamilton come from? He wasn't there at all. So, yeah, back with us. Right then, let's go get him. So, I think somebody's been messing around with the footage here, because we're seeing stuff that we shouldn't be seeing. Oh well. Where are we? P20, so we're last. We've got Vettel in front of us, Verstappen and Magnussen. They're having a fight for P8-17 on the grid. And, oh, a bit wide as we go over the rumble sausages. And now into the stadium section. This is where we are brilliant, because through that last corner we were last and through this corner, we can carry so much speed, and the car will just stick on the
Okay, we need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS
what we
deployment.
like to see as we come out of the last corner, turn 14. And that's now to start lap number 5 as we see Max Verstappen getting passed by Sebastian Vettel. Hey, Vettel's not last in his home Grand Prix, folks. But I've got a feeling this ain't going to be finished, because he'll have DRS here. Look, there's us for in attendance. Oh, I tell you what. It's going to be Vettel versus Verstappen versus Poole. 4-time world champion against the 2-time world champion against the world champion-elect. Look at it. It's going to be free wide into the hairpin. Ooh. Oh, did we get it slowed down? Just. Whoa. Oh, that's a ballsy move on to the best in the world. In fact, there you go. Round the outside into turn 4. And thank you very much. Now this happened further up the trip. Who's that? That's Stoffel. That's Stoffel Van Dorn. He's about to be passed by Valtteri Bottas here. Thank you. Or is he? No, he's not being passed by Bottas. But he might get past Leclerc in front of him. Or is that? No, that is Leclerc. He's past Leclerc now. So, and Bottas is past Sainz. There you go. Thank you, Mr. German Director. You saw that in the nick of time. Hello, Yoshi. How you doing? Meow, yes, we love you. You got to wait a minute, I'm afraid, darling. Because, although you're not one for being very patient, are you? You're not known for your patience. Not really. As we see, I haven't a clue what the German director was doing there, but here we know what this is. This is Lance Stroll and Alonso and one of the Force Indias in for their pit stop. And we're going to need a drink now. Whew! Time out! Time out indeed. There's my man Gasly. Would have been nice if he dicked up Stroll a little bit, but let's see where Stroll can. There's us! Oh, this could be close. Oh, I think he got the overcut. Oh, that is unlucky. That is really unlucky. that he got the overcut. But I tell you what, we're not done with him. We've got warmer tyres, we've got plenty of grip. Go for him down the inside. Absolutely. Boom, turn 4, and this time we get it slowed down. Boom, have some of that, Lance. Have some of that. Get in. Yeah, that felt very nice as we see, who's this? That's Hamilton. Who's he going to pass here now? He's going to pass Raikkonen, I think, here for P16. Because, my nephew's here. Oh dear. There's a temper tantrum being had, and it's not Lance Stroll after I just passed him. So there goes Hamilton into P6. Well, that is lovely side by side with Kimi Raikkonen. The Iceman will hold off the 5-time champion of the world, but not hold him off very long. Oh, look at that. Still side by side. Sorted out, gentlemen. There you go, finally. Finally sorted out and move Hamilton into P16. Lovely shot there. As we go to, who's that? That's Alonso. I tell you what, it'd be nice and sweet if Alonso passed Stroll. I think someone has just come out of the pits there. I don't know who that was. May have been Ericsson there. But, yep, thank you very much. Oh, side by side. I tell you what, who's got the DRS here? Who's got the DRS? Neither of them. Must have been a dead heat. Must have been a dead heat. I tell you, it's so much of a dead heat that Sauber might come and do it. But nope. That's going to be... Alonso Stroll retaining the see, but man Gasly. The man Gasly, is he going to pass Ricciardo? Is the junior going to pass the senior? With the greatest of ease, the junior is going to pass the senior. And thank you very much, move Gasly up. And now you can see the Toro Rosso starting to come along. Oh yeah, that is sweet as a nut. Sweet as a nut. So who we got it? This must be Sainz and Magnussen for P16, and let's move. In fact, no, that's we're looking at the wrong car there. We're looking at the Sauber. Can we be looking at the fight in front of us, please, there, Mr. German Director? Thank you very much. You don't want to look at the fight, all right? Oh, that's why Sainz is retiring. Oh, Sainz is retiring right in front of Leclerc, and that's the end of the Spaniard's race. He'll pull up right about there, and that is a Renault engine up in smoke.
Okay, some information on signs.
Oh.
They are out
And now
of the
that
race.
it's all cycled out, we're in the race lead. Woohoo! And we're gonna kick his ass. Woohoo! As we see, that's Van Dorn passing. Who's that? Who is that? Force India. Is that Ocon? That looks like Esteban Ocon. It is Esteban Ocon. So Perez is up with us. That's what's going on. This is an absolute fight here. We got Van Dorn, we got Bottas, we got Ocon. I think we got a Haas in there somewhere. Or is it Hamilton? It might be Hamilton actually. In fact, there goes Bottas trying to pass Van Dorn. Hamilton's passing Ocon right now. So these Mercedes at their home Grand Prix are marching up the field. I think someone else got past Ocon there. In fact, yeah, I think Raikkonen's trying to get past Ocon as well. So that's all a bit of a mess over P11. As we now we got why did we have flags then? I haven't a clue why we had flags then. Someone obviously spun out. As we see Raikkonen passing Ocon and move Ocon back down the field, and that'll be Raikkonen into P14 as we go to Alonso and Stroll. Will Alonso go on, Fernando? Big boy Fernando Alonso! Oh, someone flew off. Someone flew off a car there. It might not be done for Stroll as we see Perez go round the outside. Dear me, have a word. Oh, this German Grand Prix is getting to be a bit frantic as we see Perez trying to get past Stroll. That's Mercedes on Mercedes. Who has the better Mercedes? It's gonna be Stroll. Sort it out, lads. I think Stroll's gonna keep hold of that one. Oh, it's gonna be a drag race to turn 4, and yeah, Stroll's just gonna keep that one. But you got Sorokin behind him, and my man Gasly's getting interested as well. As we see Esteban Ocon and his continuing woes. There goes Leclerc. That was easy. He might get passed by one of the Haas's here. 3 wide into the hairpin. They're going to overtake the other Haas. Sort that one out. Dear me. Oh, who is... I need to know who they are, but because Lord knows I don't know who they are. But that was a cracking pass there in front of Kimi. No, that's Sebastian Vettel there. So, dear me. Well, I know that's Leclerc, but I don't know who was passing who there because it was all a bit of a mess. A complete and absolute mess. Oh, there's another piece of wing that just flew off into the gravel trap. Dear me. Right, back to Stroll. Stroll is going further down the field. Stroll is going further down the field. He's got Perez right behind him for company. He's took the defensive line, but Perez is going to take an even better defensive line. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you later, alligator. I tell you what, Sorokin might be the beneficiary here. Go on, Sergey. Perez, he's going one side. Oh, we're going 3 wide in a second. Go on, Sergey. Go get you some, Sergey Sorokin. Big boy pants on for Sorokin. Yeah, baby. How'd you like them? How'd you like that turnip there, Mr. Stroll, as we see Hamilton and Van Dorn. That's going to be for P12. And yep, Hamilton gets it slowed down easily as well. And that'll be Hamilton into P12 as we see Leclerc and Magnussen is going to be for P16. P16 Charles Leclerc, who would have thought that, eh? And quite easy, thank you very much. Hello, Yoshi. This cat wants out. But I don't want to move just yet. Hey. She's going to wait there patiently. Because she's a good little moggy. Do you remember us? Hello. We're up here at the front of the field. don't mind. Oh no, here we go again. Oh, so who's it? That's Nico Hülkenberg. Now, Nico Hülkenberg's having a fantastic German Grand Prix, folks. He's made his strategy work and he's up into P7. Well, we say P7. It's now P8 because Ricciardo's just gone past him. Although, I tell you, oh, bit of contact there, front wheel on wheel between Hülkenberg and Ricciardo. And send Hülkenberg into 7th still. Keep him there, thank you very much. Now Van Dorn's going to come past Hamilton, I think, here. Yep, that's going to be... I'll tell you what, if Van Dorn makes this... No, that's Bottas. There's Hamilton, there's Bottas. It's the 77 of Bottas. So Bottas is defending from Van Dorn. Or is Van Dorn defending from Bottas? Either way, Bottas is ahead of Van... No, that is Hamilton. In the 44. Right, they need to come up with a better way to make these Mercedes better organised. As we see Lance Stroll, Sorokin and Perez again. Go on, guys. Oh, bit of contact there. I tell you what, Stroll is a bit of a nasty drive. Oh, a bit more contact. Oh, they want to be careful. Otherwise, Perez is going to be past him. Here he goes. Perez is going to use Sorokin to pull him forward. And Sergey Sorokin's in the podium position. Let's see if Perez will get that. Look who's coming. My man Gasly's coming. Pierre Gasly might be on the podium here. Oh, I would love him to be on the podium. Lance Stroll's down to 5th. Oh, I take no pleasure from that. Speaking of no pleasure, here comes Ricciardo trying to get past Hülkenberg, but I think Hülkenberg's going to keep it again. I tell you what, Nico Hülkenberg, he's not going to score. I want Nico Hülkenberg to score some points here because he can't score a goose egg. As we see Leclerc, and that's his car next year with Sebastian Vettel. Will he get past? Well, that's God Almighty. That was so easy. It was unbelievable. In fact, it might be worse because I think Verstappen's coming through as well. Yeah. Let's see if Verstappen can get side by side with the 4-time champion of the world. He can't. That Ferrari might be the worst engine, but it's still got some boo. Oh, back to the front of the field. It is Sorokin. He'll be defending from Perez in a second. You can see this coming a mile away because he's got no DRS. Perez has. Mercedes on Mercedes vibes. Going to try around the outside. They've all tried around the outside, but it's not worked for anyone yet. Let's see if it'll work for Perez and on Sorokin. Nope, Sorokin's got the traction. And we'll keep Sergei Sorokin in a podium position. Now, third time lucky here, Mr. Ricciardo. Can you get past Hülkenberg this time? If that time he got him, greatest of ease. Thank you very much. Move Daniel Ricciardo into P7. Ahead of Nico Hülkenberg at his home Grand Prix. As we go to Vettel, to Leclerc. Oh, that... I tell you what, Vettel somehow got past Leclerc again. And, in fact, he's now slipped behind Verstappen. Wow. That was all done before the hairpin. That was over and done before. I wonder if the engine power is starting to come into a problem here as we set the fastest first sector. You do remember us. Hello. We're a Toro Rosso. Let's go back to some more on-track action, shall we? As we see Perez and Sorokin again. This is still for the last spot on the podium. It'd be nice to see Sergei on the podium. Because I think Sergei Sorokin has raced an absolutely mature race here. And he deserves everything that's going to be coming to him. As he does get the traction, he'll keep P3 ahead of Perez. But look behind, Gasly is getting ever closer. As we see Ricciardo, Hülkenberg and Bottas here for P7. I think Hülkenberg's going to give... yeah, you don't want to go that way. It has to be down the inside. I think you might want to be careful. There's a Mercedes behind you. Although in saying that, that Mercedes is nowhere even close. I think Ricciardo's got that, yet. And we'll keep Daniel Ricciardo in P7. As we go to... Now look at this mess. Look at this mess. This is... in fact, both Saubers are back here. What the hell has happened with Sauber this weekend? Who is that? That's Ericsson passing Vettel. So that's Vettel down another place. He'll be last again in his home Grand Prix if he's not careful. In fact, I think, did he get past Leclerc? No, he didn't. Verstappen, Leclerc, Ericsson, and there's Alonso there. And you've got Ocon at the very back as we go back to Sergei Sorokin. Sergei Sorokin, still P3 at this Grand Prix. Will he get that immortal P3 Perez? No, he's gone for the outside. You don't want to try the outside around here. Although he did get a better run. That's going to be a lot closer into turn 4 than it needs to be. Ooh. That was a lot closer than it needed to be, folks. I mean that. Speaking of a lot closer than it needed to be, this wasn't even close at all. That's Bottas past Hülkenberg and Hülkenberg down to P9. That was just that sheer Mercedes grunt getting past that Renault with the greatest of ease as we go back to the Saubers. Now somehow these Saubers are... If look at that. Did you see that? That is Leclerc pulling away from Ericsson. In fact, Ericsson got past Leclerc somehow. I don't know how. There's a... Oh, I think Vettel just hit the back of Leclerc's car. That's going to do him a mischief. That's not going to be good at all. Dear me, as we set the fastest first sector again. Oh, all this action's been going on and we've not even seen us. In that good. You don't know what's happening up here at all. Speaking of don't know what's happening up here comes Bottas trying to get P7 off Ricciardo. This is going to be done before the hairpin. If it's done before the hairpin, it's a done deal. And you're not even going to get back past... there, so slip Ricciardo back to 8th and Bottas up to P7 as we see Leclerc. Well, that was Ericsson for a moment. Here's Leclerc. In fact, we're looking back from Leclerc. Mr. Director, you looked the wrong way there, mate. Ocon's just got past Vettel. So, unfortunately, Vettel's now last in his home Grand Prix. Right, I think we're on the last lap now as we see, there's my man Gasly. Got this, he's going to be bittersweet if he gets him. He's gone for the outside, you don't want to be on the outside. That Williams has got some grunt. I think you wanted to be on the inside there, Gasly. So you had something. You had one chat. In fact, look at that behind. Did you see that? I hope we get a replay of that. I thought, yeah, here comes that replay. I think Ricciardo was trying to go around the outside of Bottas. When will the AI ever learn? Around the outside here doesn't work at that hairpin. There's no traction. There's no traction. It doesn't even work for me. So why would it work for them? Oh, excuse me. Now, here's something else that happened earlier as well. I think this is Ocon looking to get past one of the Saubers. Is that Leclerc? I think it's Leclerc because, yeah, it is Leclerc. No, it's not. It's Ericsson. No, it is Leclerc. You need a better way. Look at that. That Ferrari's got DRS and he's being pulled. He's pulling away from him. Yeah, that's Leclerc going to be staying there in P18. But you know what? I didn't think we'd win this Grand Prix, but it has been bitter, bitter sweet. What a better way to bounce back from the disappointment of Silverstone than to come home and take P1 in the German Grand Prix. Who the man, baby? Who the man? Get
Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
Fantastic.
It was touch and go for a while there, but Toro Rosso have done it. A great win. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs. And that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
And it's time now for the podium celebrations, and how well deserved is this one? This is a team all about giving talented young drivers an opportunity to race and to win. Toro Rosso are your winners here today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Poole increases their championship lead. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Lewis Hamilton. You know, it was just the kind of drive you'd expect from a multiple world champion.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Toro Rosso increase their gap over the competition with that result. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Woo! Oh, there is no better feeling right now. P1 at the German Grand Prix. Thank you. And we got a 3-second penalty as well, so that's even better. Sorokin get a well-deserved podium for Williams. Sergio Perez will finish 4th, Lance Stroll 5th, my man Gasly. What a performance from the man Gasly to finish P6. Well done, that man. He's getting some steady points now for us. We're starting to get in there. Hulkenberg got his first points, which I'm really, really chuffed about. That means that only Sainz and Grosjean have now scored a goose egg. And look at this. There's Sainz DNF, but look at that. Vettel last in his home Grand Prix. Who would have thought Vettel last in his home Grand Prix? No one would have thought that at all. I think it's time to head off then. Oh, job done. Job's a good one. Let's head and see Claire.
Great work out there today.
No good day
How did you
today.
make it win? Was there really any competition for you today?
Hell no, there was no competition for me today. We were on fire. But let's compliment that power unit.
You really cut your way through the field today. What was your
The strategy was to put the foot to the floor as fast as I could and just go as fast as I can. Other than that, compliment the aero package.
You must be thrilled to be up on the podium.
After Silverstone last week, oh, thrilled. Great race. You just got to compliment that aero package again.
Things are looking up after last week,
And
aren't
obviously
they?
referring to the 15th compared to the 1st this week. Oh, you know we've got to compliment the power unit again.
Great. Well, that's everything.
I'm glad it is. Oh, Stroll had a penalty, so did my man Gasly. Everyone must have had a penalty. This Pepsi Max tastes bittersweet, folks. Look at all them points. Let's get a good upgrade for Spa now.
Fantastic podium.
More
Well
engine
done.
power, I think.
Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season.
Yeah, just the bog standard debrief. Thank you very much. Yes, and please. I think we should get some power, shouldn't we? Spa's going to need it with that Kemmel straight. No hesitation. Boom. Give us some more power. It would just then leave ultimate upgrades, which we can't really... There isn't really a race them ultimate upgrades would be good for. That I can think of. Nor the chassis. We still get a little bit of aero, so... Oh, we didn't get the upgrade. Excuse me. Oi! I want that power upgrade for the Kimmel Straight. Thank you. Can't get the staff these days. I just cannot get the staff at all. So there's our car. Oh yeah, we've now got to take a second of everything now, haven't we? So take all a second of all the 2 number components. Thank you very much. That should see us through to the end of the season. We don't need to take the second gearbox yet. Well, we can't. Because it's got our last 6 races. There we go. I didn't see us there. My man Gasly's got some good points. But that's going to do it. What a way to come back from Silverstone by winning the German Grand Prix. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Leave a like if you did. It does help me out a lot. And we will see you guys next time around the Hungara Ring for this career. Take care.